Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. We are going to do the flip side of this one that we did a few days ago. It's where you can move. I always have trouble moving this. Move this up and down and to see, what's in each one. I would suggest you use a cardstock for the covers instead of just like regular paper that I did. Why am I having so much trouble with this one sliding? Anyway, we're going to do the back part. I think that's right. Yeah, that's right. And then we're going to put it in here. So I went ahead and I cut everything up. So y'all just going to have to bear with me because a part of this can be really confusing. But first things first, let's get our background down. Now, what I'm going to do is to make something to go inside here, and we're going to sort of hide it with the same one. That may not make sense, but that's what we're going to do. But it took me a while to figure out the folding, and the folding is so simple. I don't know why it took me so long. Well, I don't know. I was looking for my little trash can, and I think it's way over yonder, but I ain't gonna mess with it. We each have a trash can at our desk in here, because now there's 4 of us. And then we have the big trash can, and then some of us have, those aren't supposed to be in there, have a little trash can. So, and if you're a paper crafter, you understand about having more than one trash can. Now, this is the one that I did cut at an angle. And I did it so that, one, it doesn't take forever to come out. I just have to get it down to the tip first. And 2, I can lay it down at an angle, and I'm not using a whole lot of glue to put these down here with. I think I want to go from this side. So I can always trim the other side. Get this about where I want it, and then down. So, background's done. Make sure we're still on the right way. So we've got that. Now for what we're going to put here. And what you're going to need is a square piece of paper. And this one here measures 7 by 7. So, or for those of you that are using centimeters, it's 17.5 centimeters. So, get your little piece of paper out, and then these will come in a minute. Let me put the top back on that one. Close this one back up for a minute. Now, the first thing you want to do is fold it in half. Oh, yes, I inked my lines. You're going to fold it in half that way, and then you're going to open it up, and you're going to fold it in half the other way. And then you're going to fold it corner, and then you're going to corner to corner. So you fold it in half this way, fold it in half this way, then you're going corner and corner. So what that's going to do is to give you, let's see which of, I've got to figure out what went next. All right, so we did that way. Okay, once you get those down, see, I even now have to figure out what I did. You're going to hold it here, and well, give you a tip at this point. Fold it so that it goes. You're folding both ways. That'll make it a lot easier. So when you fold it in half like this, again, this is after you fold half and half and corner to corner. You're going to bring these up and close that up. You're going to bring this towards the middle and close it up so that now you're like this. The next step is you're going to take these little corners and fold it right over to the line there. You're going to do both those sides, then you're going to turn it over, and you're going to do these sides. Now, what I would suggest at this point is that you get your bone folder in there and you crease that really good. Because then, after you get to this part, you're going to... The easiest way... Let me see if I can... Let me find a... I don't know if that one's going to work. To find a way to show you how... The easiest way. I'm going to put a paper clip, if I can, right there at that intersection. Now, you're going to open up this side here and fold that whole thing inside. Well, you got to move the paper clip over. So you're going to fold that one in. So maybe the paper clip isn't a good idea. We'll put the paper clip on this side for right now. And then you're going to come out and you're going to do the other one and fold that one in. Now, move your paper clip down. And then come in here and fold this one in. Just like that. And then we're going to do the last one and fold it in. So you've got something that looks pretty much like that. So this is what we're left with here. Now what we're going to do with this is we are going to attach it to this part here. And you want it sort of, I don't remember what the measurement is on this one. Let's see. This is 9 centimeters by 9.2 centimeters, or 3 5/8 by a little over 3 1/2. Or just 3 5/8 by 3 5/8. That'd be the way to do it. So I want this, and I want to pull this right here. And this, I'm going to glue this down here. The whole end right here. So, come in here. I would leave these upside down, but they leak into the cap. So leaving them upside down is not really good because then your tip gets all yucky-fied. Okay, got that. Make sure I've got it on the right edge. And I'm just going to glue it down. Now with wet glue, you do have a moment to position, and that's good. That will work. I had me a paper towel here. Clean that lid off. Now, to go on top of this, I had another piece cut, but, you know, I thought, well, no, because I wanted to do it this way, so sort of hide it. But then this is paper. This is like a lightweight cardstock, so I'm going to use both of them. And let me see, find my pokey tool. And we'll get this part off. I stuck it, I put my tape on the one that's going to go under that one because it was the smaller of the two. If that makes any sense. Okay, I'm going to have to pull it up here and see, because this is a little bit, just a tad smaller than what I had. There we go. Now, we're going to glue this to this, but we want to make sure that our design is going in the same way as it is there. So we've got that down. We'll come in here and we'll put our glue down. Again. Okay. Now, as it goes that way, put this one on top of there. And like I said, you do have a moment or two to get it. And that's got to be up that way. And that's, yeah, that's right. Okay, get this straightened out just a bit more. Okay, it's not totally straight, but it will do. Now, I'm going to come here and take off this part. I've only got tape in 3 places. I'm not doing the 4th because I want this as a pocket. Well, so no tape in the middle of this. But now what I have to do is line it up with what I've got here and make sure that it matches the design. There it is. Make sure my lines are all where it's supposed to be, and down she goes. Now, if they've matched, that's fine. If not, I'm not worried about it. But now we have this. We can open it up, and there we go. I thought that was kind of neat. Now, some of you may want to put something down here at the where this opens up here, and that's okay. It's just another thing I'd have to figure out. And right now, I'm not worried about it. But now that we have this, I'll put this down here. We do have our pocket, remember. So we're going to need a tag. And I have one here. And it's got, you know, the copy dyed side and then the real pretty red. And I thought the red would stand out. So, and this is why we put on such a long piece on here. So that we can come in here, snip off a piece, and use it as on our tag. Now, I do it that way, and I will sit here forever trying to get that through. Pull it through. Come on, come on, come on. I used to get them through, yeah, really quite easy. But for some reason, they don't want to work for me anymore, which is fine. I'll just grab them with the tweezers. And there we go. That may be just a tad off because I'm afraid of the edge, because I did pull the ends. So now we have a tag, a pocket. I do want to find some way to keep this down. And this, I think I may have to trim that edge. But I like that. And you can decorate the inside. You know, I would totally come in here with an ink pen and write on that. That'd be a great journaling spot. Now I opened it all the way up. I can't get it closed. So, we are going to stick this into our journal. And I think I put this... Nope, I got it on the right one. This is going to go there. So we have this here. I'm going to figure out a way to close that, and we'll probably show you how to do it next time. So, get this up here. Now, this is going to take me a bit to find whatever would work. I know, I should have been prepared. And I was for everything else. Okay. it hasn't been that long since I filled this up, so there, it should be, you know, it shouldn't take so long to get down there. Put my glue on there, and I need to go up against that one right there. That goes just like that. I'm going to come in here in the back and just press that up there. There we go. We are in. Just a little tad off, but well, maybe not. So we've come quite a ways with this so far. Yeah, I do need to find a way to keep this closed. And because that's closed, that is with a magnet. This you have to pull, so I'm not worried about that. That little thing is holding all those down and together. Don't really need anything there. I do need to find something to close that one with. I've got a closure there, and then I will figure something out for this one. But I just thought it would be like, you know, you see that there, so you're thinking it's only a pocket until you open it. And so I got to figure out how to make that stay not wiggly. Have to do me some research. So, but that's what we're doing today. And you can do these, you could do them just as a booklet. And at this point, just have this sandwiched in between, what am I trying to say? You can have it folded in half and then just tuck it in there and glue it. It would probably be the best way, which is probably what I should have done there, but didn't. But that's okay. We're going to figure it out. I haven't done these in so long, so I'm still a little rusty. But I'd rather make the mistake here with y'all than have one of y'all to make it. So that's what we've done for today. We've got another one in. We've got another fin left, which is 2 more pages. So we've got another 2 pages to do, which is 4 sides. And then we will be finished. And then once this is done, then we will come back and we will decorate our front, our back. We'll do all of it. So if you've enjoyed what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up. If you are a subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are not, please consider subscribing to my channel. And usually Tuesdays and Thursdays, it used to be until I got sick. Tuesday and Thursday were journal days. And then Saturday was a whatever. But we may be revamping that because the Jewel Victorian is done. And then all we have left is this one. And then we're either going to have to make another journal or figure out something else. So think about what y'all want to see. Leave me some suggestions in the comments. I do read all my comments. And until next time, bye guys.